Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kamuzumarimasu kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite sumemi oya kamu izanagi no mikoto tsukushi no himoka no tachihana no odo no ahagi hara ni Misogi harai tamo toki ni narimaseru. Harai dono o kamitachi moro moro no magagoto tsumike gareo. Harai tamae kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshio. Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomo ni ame no fuchi koma no mimi furi tatete kikoshi mese to kashi komi momaosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamai saki hai tamai. Miroku o mikami mamori tamai saki hai tamai. Oshie ni oya nushi no kami mamori tamai saki hai tamai. Oshie mi oya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kam nagara tamachi hae mase. Kam nagara tamachi hae mase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life. In accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated for group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. Meishu-sama's teaching today is entitled Guidance for Living in This World from Daily Inspirations, page 59. To follow the path that God has prepared for us and to obey His divine guidance lead to peace of mind in this world. No need to wonder why things do not always go as the mind desires. It is usually because the mind and heart are not pure and clear. The only way to live happily in this mortal world is to live in harmony with the cosmic law of God. When I'm faced with a difficult problem that seems to defy a solution in spite of my best efforts, I turn to God for help and guidance. I release my problem to His wisdom and wait, trusting that the answer will present itself. I can say from experience that even if a prospect looks dark in the beginning, the result is always better than anticipated. I also dream big dreams and pray for God for His help to bring them to fruition. He blesses me beyond my dreams in His own ways through His wisdom. It is indeed wonderful. Once in a while, I encounter something the prospect of which so disheartening, it weighs heavily on my mind. I say to myself, this must be a prelude to something good, a blessing in disguise. Then I wait for God to clarify the problem. Later, I find it turning into a wonderful blessing indeed. What seemed to be an adverse condition proves to have been a necessary purification in order to make the blessing possible. By placing my trust in God, my life has been richly blessed with His miracles. This is what I mean by the joyfulness of faith. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association morning prayer and also for joining us in prayers for world peace. This morning, I want to share with you the faith experience of Tiago Felipe Fontella Cavalcanti. He is from the São João Johrei Center in Guarulhos, São Paulo. Tiago became a Johrei member in 2016, having been guided by his wife, who was already a member and who had been channeling Johrei to him daily. However, he did not actively participate in giving service. Although he was employed at a drugstore, his salary was not enough to cover house expenses. Consequently, in June of 2017, he bought a car so he could work as an app driver. And some 2 months later, he decided to quit his job at the pharmacy. However, what seemed like a solution to his problems soon turned into a big headache. In October, he and his wife were involved in an accident while he was driving her to work. Thanks to God, thanks to the protection provided by God and Meishu-sama, no one got hurt. However, he was unable to afford car repairs and consequently could not work. Their bills piled up, and he was not even able to make car payments. Tiago and his wife were emotionally shaken, and soon conflicts began to manifest between them. Faced with this situation, at last he sought guidance from his minister. Tiago was advised that in order to change his life and that of his family, he would need to make the decision to take care of the spiritual aspects of his life through our basic practice of faith. Tiago came to realize that it was useless to look for ways to solve his problems through material actions alone, because actually the origin of all matters, of everything, resides in the spiritual realm. Thus, he started to dedicate more. On a daily basis, he channeled and received Johrei at home. He committed to a weekly dedication at the Johrei Center, regularly offered donations of gratitude, and additionally practiced reading Meishu-sama's teachings. Within a month, Tiago was approved in two selection processes and was able to choose an employment opportunity that suited his needs. Although the offered salary was not particularly high, it provided him with a fixed income, which enabled the couple to feel more secure. Tiago continued to actively dedicate at his local center and established the goal of participating in all the monthly services held at the Guarapiranga Sacred Grounds in the year of 2018. Additionally, he participated in study sessions of Meishu-sama's teachings at the Johrei Center and sought to apply all that he learned into his daily life. He was able to negotiate a good arrangement with his bank, and with the help of his mother-in-law, he was able to make good on all his car payment obligations so that he could sell it at some point in the future. 2020, due to the pandemic and social isolation, he and his wife could concentrate their dedications more intensively at home. Tiago pursued to find a job that provided him with still better income and more flexible hours so that he could serve the divine work more significantly. He communicated this desire to God and to Meishu-sama and continued to commit himself to his dedications. In March of 2021, Tiago was granted permission to attain a new job with conditions that provided for both his material needs and allowed him to serve more fully in the divine work. Conflicts in his home ceased to exist, and currently, Tiago and his wife live together in complete harmony. Tiago is very grateful for meeting Meishu-sama and having his life transformed through serving God and the divine plan. With deep gratitude, he is committed to dedicate himself to the great work of salvation and to become a truly effective instrument in the construction of paradise on earth. Thank you very much for attending this service today, joining us in prayers for world peace. Wish you a very wonderful day, a very wonderful week. With this concludes our morning service.